Hey, what's up, stock compounders? Brad here. So today I decided I wanted to do another deep dive on a Philtown stock, a stock that Philtown owns a lot of. Obviously, I've gone deep with Seritage Growth Properties. That wasn't inspired by Phil, that was more inspired by Monish Pabrai and Warren Buffett. Um, but I like how transparent Phil is about his investment process. And so there's a lot of appeal looking at his portfolio and trying to reverse engineer why he likes some of these companies. So right here, we're looking at what the Rule 1 Fund owned on June 30th of 2020. This is the most recent information we have. And that's from this here, the schedule of investments. And I can link to this in the description if you guys want to take a deeper look at it. But essentially, what I did here, I've got the number of shares he owned at the end of March, the number of shares he owned at the end of June, so we can see what the change was in the portfolio. Did he add to those positions? Did he sell? And I've listed that change here as a percentage. So you can see he bought a little bit more, Bank of the Ozarks, no change on Sturm Ruger. He bought an entire new position in Armada Hoffler Properties, AHH. CF was unchanged. Berkshire and Boeing increased, and it seemed like that was really because those put options that he sold got exercised, and so he was kind of forced to buy increases in these positions. But really today, I just decided, okay, if I was going to analyze one of these holdings from Philtown, which one am I most excited to dive into? Um, it's quite obvious that a good candidate would be which position is the biggest in his portfolio, and that's currently Bank of the Ozarks. But I also decided to look at insider holdings. What percentage of the equity is owned by the kind of board of directors and the management team? So I've got that insider holding information there. I got that from the proxy to the annual report. So I kind of looked that up for each of the companies through the filings, the SEC filings. And this is an interesting column, put option exercise price. So in this schedule of investments that was released by the Rule 1 Fund, if you scroll down, you can see the put option positions. Okay, when Philtown sells put options, he's collecting a premium, essentially selling insurance to another investor, that if the price of these stocks drops below this exercise price, they can force him to buy their shares at that exercise price, even if it drops below that exercise price. And for that, Phil collects an insurance premium. But the cool thing about these put options is we can kind of get a sense for what price Phil would like to own more of these companies. And that's the exercise price. So for a couple of these top holdings here, we can see what the exercise price is on these put options. We can see Bank of the Ozarks, 23.47. We can see Armada Hoffler, 9.95. So I included those in here. And I was curious, what's the delta? How much of a discount or a premium is the stock price today as compared to these prices where, Philtown is happy to buy more? And today's price on Bank of the Ozarks is slightly below those put option exercise prices. So that's really encouraging. It's also below on Armada Hoffler. Those are the two that really stood out. So based on these, Bank of the Ozarks and Armada Hoffler, he bought both of those in the second quarter. They both have fairly high insider holding percentages. They're both trading today at a discount to Philtown's put option exercise price. So those are all great data points. There are no super investors, according to Data Roma, who own Armada Hoffler. So that's a slight plus for Bank of the Ozarks, in my opinion. Um, but to me, because it's such a bigger portion of his portfolio, I'm going to go with Bank of the Ozarks. Okay. So over the next week or two, I'm going to do a deep dive on Bank of the Ozarks, and I really have an ask for you guys. I know a lot of you follow Phil Town. A lot of you are very familiar with these companies that he currently holds in his portfolio. And I would love if you could point me to some resources that kind of go into what the investment thesis is for Bank of the Ozarks, both the bull case and the bear case. Of course, I want to fully understand the risks as well, the downside case. So, please let me know in the comments. Share articles, share write ups, share any information you guys have about Bank of the Ozarks, because I'm going to do a deep dive and I am going to kind of share that with you guys. I'm going to share my own investment thesis on Bank of the Ozarks in the near future. So, it'd be awesome if you could help me out and let me know whatever you guys know about this company. I know a few of you are very bullish on Bank of the Ozarks. So I'll probably do maybe a bull thesis video and then also a video inverting the story. What are the risks of losing money on a company like Bank of the Ozarks? I want to really understand both sides. So just thought you guys might enjoy my process for how I'm selecting the next Phil Town stock to do a deep dive on. And this is really more of an ask video. Please let me know what you know about this company, OZK, so I can do a thorough deep dive for you guys to help you out. I don't know, maybe after that you might be interested in the company, or you might be like, ooh, there are way too many risks that I wasn't even aware of with Bank OZK. So that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you know. Let me know what you know about OZK. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care.